It's finally here. The first episode of the National League Weekly Predictions. I've been waiting to do this for ages, and we are finally here. So you do get 3 points for the correct score and 1 point for the correct win, draw or loss. I'll be doing this with my dad. He unfortunately isn't here today, so I'll leave his in the pinned comment in the comment section down below. Let's get on to the first game. Aldershot versus Chesterfield. Now, this is quite a good game here. It's a huge chance for the away side, Chesterfield, to grab 3 points. I think Chesterfield have that edge above Aldershot in quality, and I've put in my notes, I think quality will shine. So on the first game, I think it's going to be Aldershot 0, Chesterfield 2. Barnett versus Notts County is next. Another huge game, two former league clubs. Barnett this season have made a few signings here and there, and I can really see them pushing on and doing a lot better than last season. I think they'll put up a good fight against a strong Notts side. It won't be a high-scoring game, but like with Chesterfield, I think Notts' quality will come through and they will get the win 1-0 away at the Hive. Halifax Town versus Maidenhead United. Now, both teams have lost key players over the transfer window, to name a few. Orsi, Coley, Earing, King. Quite a few players have left from both sides. It's going to be a bit of a routine start for both teams. They're just going to ease their way into the season. Tight first game, so I'm going for Halifax 0, Maidenhead 0. Lynn versus Southend, a matchup we never thought would happen a couple of years ago when Southend were in League 1 and Lynn were mid-table in the National League North, but here we are. Southend should win this. I think Lynn this season will be around the relegation zone. Southend do easily have the squad to get into the playoffs. I think this is going to be a very comfortable win for the Shrimpers. Lynn 1, Southend 3. Stockport versus Dagenham and Redbridge. Now, the thing I can say for this is never underestimate the Daggers. Last season they showed it. They had like a massive second half of the season spurt where they just went so good for some reason. I think they'll carry on into this season. I'm expecting a really good battle between these two teams. Home side will edge it, Stockport. They've got the fans backing. They've got the thousands of Stockport fans in Edgeley Park. Stockport 1, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Torquay versus Altrincham. Now, Torquay seemed unbeatable at home last season. They only lost a handful of home games. This is going to be a really big struggle for Altrincham to even get a point out of this game. I don't think they will. Torquay, have made a lot of good signings. I'm going to say Torquay United 2, Altrincham 1. Wealdstone versus Woking is the next game. Now, something is telling me a comfortable home win for Wealdstone. I don't know why. I'm just sensing Wealdstone will go out and put a few past Woking. I'm going to go for Wealdstone 2, Woking 0. But in my head, I was going to write 3-0, but I think 2-0 is a fair prediction. I just think Wealdstone are going to go out and beat Woking. Weymouth versus Borum Wood. Now, this one, I can tell you something, I think is going to be a really scrappy game. Borum Wood have lost their main source of goals, Kabongo Shamanga. I don't know if they've signed a replacement yet. It's going to be a very tight home win. I'm going for Weymouth 1, Borum Wood 0. I think Weymouth are going to kickstart their season off against a quite strong Borum Wood side. And the last game is Solihull Moors versus Wrexham. Over 1,000 Wrexham fans are making the journey down to the massive, huge Damson Park. I'm going to be one of them. I'm going to be there cheering on the Reds for the first time since March 2020. My heart is saying a 2-0 Wrexham win, but my head is saying 1-1. So I'm going to go for Solihull 1, Wrexham 1. Precisely a Mullin or Young penalty. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Obviously, Solihull have took the headlines recently with Kyle Hudlin, the 6'9" striker wanting interest from Manchester City. So that's my prediction for the game. Right, so if you did enjoy, make sure to drop a like. I'd love to hear your predictions down in the comments as well. Be very interesting to see how me and my dad battle on against in this predictions this season. I think it's going to be a very tight one. Like I said, you can check his predictions in the pinned comments down below. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, and I can only apologise for not uploading recently. I've got no reason. I just thought I'd take a tiny break, but I'm back and I'm raring to go. They were my National League predictions for Game Week 1.